So, here we go.
It was filled with childish frustrations and complexes which the police were searching for James Thomas, believed to
Hello, hello, hello. You're listening to Midnight Movie Gang. It is currently 9:10 p.m. Night Movie Gang, January 8th, Thursday, Halloween. The streets are filled. Yeah, this is, I'm Elsie Hines, and I'm here with my boy Joseph. What up, what up? And this is a show where we talk about horror, sci-fi, cult cinema, lesser-known stuff, kind of the late night, the vibe in particular of a 70s grindhouse theater. Where you pay 2 cents to get some stale popcorn.
Double
flat
featured
soda.
this with an old porno.
I'll double feature this movie we're talking about today with an old weird 70s porn. That's the
vibe. Yeah.
Certainly the vibe. Yeah, and but yeah, no, just like any weird stuff. Which is if you're new to the show, this is your first episode, which this very well could be. This is kind of a staple grindhouse, staple martial arts type movie we're talking about today. Today we're talking about I guess kind of two movies. 1974's The Street Fighter, which doesn't really have anything to do with the Capcom video game series. Beyond the fact that this says that it was, like, according to Wikipedia, it says that it was an inspiration on the game.
Know.
I mean, you
I
could
guess.
loosely.
I don't see any connection.
It's way more connected to Mortal Kombat.
I can see, like, they saw the title of the movie and they thought, that's cool.
Yep, they're fighting in the streets. And we're also going to talk a little bit about Return of the Street Fighter, but there won't really be much to say about that one, I think. Yeah. The Street Fighter. Okay. Released 1974, is a Japanese martial arts film produced by the Toei Company. I mean, Toei's done a bunch of shit. Like, they did Battle Royale. They did, like, all the... I think they are the main, like, film production company over there in Japan as far as, like, that kind of...
One of the biggest, yeah.
Yeah. And this movie, what's it called? I had seen it for the first time a few years ago, enjoyed it back then. We watched it together recently for this rewatch, and it was just as much of a fucking blast this time for me. But tell me what.
Pretty wild.
Joseph, did you know anything about this movie going in, or Sonny Chiba, or like what kind of? We talked about other martial arts films on this show. Like, what were you bringing into the Street Fighter?
I knew fucking nothing about it. I knew it was a Japanese movie set in the 70s, and you know, honestly, up until the point where we started recording, I thought we were watching the 90s movie based on the game. No. So I knew next to nothing. I knew literally nothing about this movie, including the title.
Less than nothing, because you thought it was a different movie.
Exactly. Yep. I went in as blind as you can go into something. As like you walked into the wrong theater type shit. But no, I'm glad I watched it. It was fucking buck wild. It's got one of my favorite things I've ever seen in a movie right at the end.
Oh, I'm curious. I think I know what you're talking about.
I think you know it because I was gushing about it when it happened.
Yeah, we'll get to it. It's this movie is quite a wild ride. This movie's known for quite a few things. It is primarily known to be the first film in the released in the United States to receive an X rating solely for violence.
Which at first I was like, how the fuck? Like, no way. Like, but then...
And then we watched
by the end of it, I totally get it.
And
it wouldn't be rated X now for violence.
I think you could also make the argument, like, not necessarily just for violence. You could... I was going to say you could argue with the sexual content as well, but as far as, like, there's... How do I put it? We don't see that there's a lot of alluded to and, like, leading up to sexual assault. Which was we're going to talk about, folks at home.
That's listening. Like every 70s movie, though. Yeah.
Well, this one in particular, as far as like it's pretty overt with like one of the first major things our main character does that what's his character?
That's true.
Tsugi does in this movie is sell a woman into sex slavery.
Yep, that's a running theme in this movie.
Yeah, that's also something I think people need to know as far as like if you haven't seen this movie before and you're going to check it out. Which, by the way, it's on Tubi. There are 2 copies on Tubi. I got one of them going in the background.
When are they gonna fucking sponsor us, dude?
Tubi, you listening?
Midnight Tubi gang.
The whole folks at home, like the whole vibe of the show pretty much is Tubi. As far as like that's like the whole core. Most of the movies we've talked about have been available on Tubi, at least at some point.
That's true, yeah.
Which in general, like what I most like, I've talked about it before. Like I've mostly been watching on Tubi. There's a lot of great just movie nerd documentaries
Yeah.
on there, just like talking about the schlockiest. Like there's a series on there called Time Warp that just talks about like cult cinema. Speaking of martial arts, actually, I recommend. There's a movie on there called Films of Fury.
Oh yeah.
Just goes over the history of martial arts films in general. And it's like a pretty cool documentary. They cover it all from Bruce Lee to the Shaw Brothers to like up to like more modern stuff. Like I think they talk about the Raid as well. I think it kind of ends.
Hell yeah.
In like the Raid era.
They got everything on Tubi.
Yep. But yeah. So this movie, yeah, it's extremely violent. The main character, this is something to know. Yeah, this main character is very overtly not a good person in the slightest.
No. He's Dark Anakin.
Yeah, he dresses like him.
He dresses just like evil Anakin Skywalker.
I kind of forgot that this movie isn't a period piece because I distinctly remember his like he's wearing a full on gi.
He dresses anachronistic.
Yeah.
I don't know what like the cultural implications of what he's wearing are, but no one else in the movie is dressed like that.
No, like the movie takes place in the 70s. It's not a period film, but he straight up is dressed like a fucking like a ninja assassin from from like the 1800s or something.
It's wild.
Yeah, but and yeah, no, this character is Sonny Chiba. I mean, and it lends because he has such a he's a fucking creep. I don't know other way to really describe
He is. He's a really off-putting bad guy the entire movie, and like in this one and in the second one, he's like the protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think the biggest twist in this movie was like, oh shit, we're following this guy. This guy's the good guy. I'm supposed he's not even like an anti-hero.
No, he's
like if you were to make like by modern standards, he is such a bad guy throughout that it's honestly impossible to like sympathize with him, like root for it.
I think you could maybe call him chaotic neutral or like maybe like a lawful neutral.
Yeah.
In that he is loyal to money.
But he does more bad things than good.
He does more bad things. Also, he does enjoy the bad things he does. Like when he like so.
You might be like lawful evil, chaotic evil.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So like to get into a little bit of like the like skipping ahead, like not necessarily too far ahead, but like so
evil.
We had talked about like when he sells at the beginning of the movie, he sells this young woman into sex slavery as basically he was paid to do a job. The people who hired him for said job were not able to pay him on time. And as a reaction, he's like, okay, if you won't pay me, then I'll make the money from selling your sister into sex slavery, which is fucking awful.
It's pretty crazy thing to jump to.
But like the
protagonist.
The reason I bring it up though is that when he does that, he's not like he's doing it like it's not like he's like thinking like, oh, what are we gonna do? Like he's not like feeling pressured, but like he enjoys the fact that you know what I mean? Like
he's like reveling in it. He's got this like crazed look in his eye for the whole movie.
He's like, oh yeah, she'll be a good one. She'll make my money type deal. You know, like he does enjoy doing fucked up shit. But
it's a really interesting. It's almost like Taxi Driver or something.
Yeah,
like he's a bad guy throughout, but he's just going up against worse guys, or he's just hired to protect basically the longest the
overarching narrative as far as like we can kind of get let's bring to the plot a little bit actually as we kind of the movie opens up with we're in a prison.
Surprisingly twisty plot.
Yeah, surprisingly twisty plot, and like one that like I like a lot of the side characters. Actually, there's some really fun side characters we get to later, especially once we get to like the other mercenaries that get hired. Like
it gets kind of wacky. Yeah,
Stick and Sting, I think we called it.
You know what? Maybe I can. It is more like Mortal Kombat than Street Fighter, though.
Yeah, there's some pretty wacky goons. There's one shot in particular, like with the I remember we both went whoa, like just when the characters are getting away in a getaway vehicle and the blind assassin guy is standing there and the headlights like light him up and he just doesn't change.
Coolest character in the movie. I kind of want the movie to be about these two.
Yeah,
Stick and Sting.
You could do a spin-off of them, which that's not their. I don't think we're gonna call any of
Stick and Sting origin story.
Any of it. What are those characters' names?
God
Oh
knows.
God,
Probably wouldn't be able to pronounce it anyway.
I'm not gonna be. I'm looking at the cast list on Wikipedia,
Yeah.
and I'm fucking not gonna be able to
Not even
tell.
gonna try. Yeah.
But we call them. Yeah, there's an evil. There's a little.
Because we call them Stick and Sting because one of them's blind and fights with like a stick sword, and the
Uh-huh.
other looks a lot like Sting
The other one, he has daggers. He's a
slash like
he's
Billy Idol.
he has dyed blonde hair,
Yeah.
like spiky dyed blonde hair. But yeah, the movie opens up with we're in this prison, where our main character Sonny Chiba, Takama Sarugi meets a condemned prisoner. Well, this guy's a Buddhist monk. So Sonny Chiba has been hired to break this guy out of prison.
He applies his oxygen coma punch.
Yeah, he does a little like a little knuckle, which he has all sorts of little weird death blows he does, but he does this little special punch to knock out the dude, knock out the guy he's breaking out. They rush him to the basically in the midst of like rushing him to the medical to the hospital or whatever.
Yeah,
he's able.
It's like a delayed. It's like the five finger punch of death from Kill Bill or whatever. Like it's delayed and he collapses like right before he's being executed.
Yeah.
Which to me is interesting. Like he's literally standing in front of the noose, and he collapses, and they rush him to the hospital.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is looking at anyway. Like, kill him anyway.
Yeah. Why were they just like, oh, that's problem solved?
I mean, I'm sure that would happen in real life too, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, it could be interpreted as a little bit of a plot hole, but it's like, it gets us where we're going. But basically, the dude gets broken out of jail, and Sonny Chiba we cut back to Sonny. He's in Sonny Chiba in his apartment with his sidekick, which so first off, his apartment, most of it is just gym equipment.
Yeah.
Like most of this dude's apartment, like it's like kind of a big studio room.
All his clothes are black.
All of his clothes are black. He just has his Anakin Skywalker geese, and he just spends his free time working out. And in working out, he has a little goofy sidekick character.
He has a goon.
He has a
goon, henchman,
a little chubby henchman goon who's like he's spotting him while he's lifting weights, and he's like fucking rubbing sweat off his brow.
He's like the doctor. Between this and the second movie, he just always has a companion that does his bidding for him.
Yeah, like he has a little weird fucker, and like the relationship in this, one is pretty funny because it's clear that like homie just doesn't give a shit about him.
No,
like just as far as like,
no, he just collected this man who now like owes him his life or something.
What's funny about him too, the sidekick, is that the sidekick thinks that they're equal partners. Like the whole time, like, what are we gonna do, partners? Like, okay, you take them, and they'll go around and like like his little lackey thinks that they're equal players in this.
Yeah, it's really funny. We were talking about how like we should get a goon.
Yeah.
Like it'd be cool to have just a guy that like follows you around and does shit for you.
Absolutely.
Like
get you Gatorades and
like a companion in Skyrim or something.
Yeah, no, it'd be really fun just to have.
That's basically what he is. He's like an RPG companion. He just follows him around everywhere. Carries his shit.
I don't know if we'll ever talk about it on the show. Like we need to pair it with something else relevant. But I don't know why this made me think of like. Do you remember in Shark Boy and Lava Girl when at the beginning when
that's out of left field and I have no idea.
I'm just thinking about this as far as like Linus the bully before we're in Dream World or whatever. Like they're chasing the main character Max's playground, and Linus has goons. Like
he does have goons.
This little fucking 8-year-old kid. Like they approach the playground, and he's got these two goons, and he like points like the direction for him to go, and his goon is like elementary school goons follow.
It's just next level shit that will never be on that level,
Yeah,
we'll never be there. We'll never have goons, loyal goons.
No, there aren't any really good goons and henchmen in movies anymore. I feel like
that's true.
The only time you see that now is if like it is very spy movie.
If it's like self-referential and shit.
I think spy movies are really the only, and even then it's still kind of like not as fun. Like I think about like why is it the most recent?
Like Odd Job and shit. Jaws.
Mr. Underrated in Spectre, the second to last Bond movie. Dave Bautista played Mr. Hinks. And he was a pretty fun. He was scary. One, he's Bautista, so he was big.
Yeah, he's a scary guy already.
But he had these like metal thumbnails that he used to fucking gouge people's eyes out with.
It's I
Yeah,
had my thumbnails replaced with metal thumbnails.
yeah. I think somebody gets
My
their.
normal nails were too weak to get someone's eyes out.
I think somebody else gets their eyeballs knocked out in this movie. But going back to Street
That's true.
Fighter,
It does happen. It
so
might be in the sequel. I don't know.
we're in the apartment, and yeah, they're waiting for this. So the man they broke out of jail, the younger brother and younger sister of that man, shows up, to Sonny Chiba's apartment, um, and basically they hired him to break their brother out of jail, and they cannot pay him the full amount that they said they would pay him. Like I think
Yeah.
like and they just ask for more time. I don't think we ever find out like why exactly they can't, but like they can't pay him. And so
Yeah.
as a result, like I said, the scene just happened in the movie. Actually, I was just watching. As a result, yeah, he basically grabs the sister and is a creep and is like, oh, well, I'll just sell. I'll make my money back from her, and like,
Yeah, he's real gross about it.
and the younger brother tries to attack Sonny Chiba, and Sonny throws him out the fucking window.
Yeah, he defenestrates his ass.
He just fucking like beats his ass, and then falls out the window to his death. And then Tsurugi brings the sister to his boss, his evil M, whatever you want to call him, like the dude that he gets his evil fucking mercenary missions from.
Yeah.
Sells her into slavery, and we see her get sold into slavery.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
By the protagonist of the movie.
Yep. And then so like, yeah, how do I put it? Taken with a grain of salt, the more I'm talking about, this is very much like a 1974 movie, in that there's a lot that is not aged well. Isn't even like the word. It's just like things that you shouldn't do in a movie, and cultural thing. Like for example, like the only black character in this movie, I don't think he has any lines either, but the only black character in this movie is like we see him about to rape the sister.
He has 2 scenes where he tries to rape a woman.
And those are his only 2 scenes in the movie.
Those are his only 2 things that he does.
He's the raping black guy. That's his whole thing. And like representation wise, it's fucked up.
Japan doesn't have a great track record with social progression as far as race goes.
Yeah, no, it's really it's pretty fucked up. And as far as like, you got to watch this movie through that lens as well. As far as like culturally, there's just a lot that does not.
Yeah,
that does not.
Hey man, we watch a lot of old movies on the show. We're old hat at this point.
I will say though, as far as like what I think is what I want to say, I don't think this first movie makes any allusions to the fact that this guy is not a good guy. Or you know what I mean, as far as like, I don't think the movie wants you to like really root for him. Or root for him in the sense like think that he is. I don't think the movie wants you to think he is justified. I think
it's supposed to make you. I think it tries to make you understand him a little bit more by the end.
Yeah, I think part 2 kind of does though.
But even at the end, he's just a real creepy asshole piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like even like the last shot of the movie, he's like a scary asshole.
Yeah, no, like he's still a fucker through and through.
Yep.
But yeah, no, and like I said, as far as like his code, like they make his code very clear. As far as like he's loyal to money. Like no matter what you pay him, right, he's gonna do it or not do it. Like so. As far as like, so that's the opening.
He is like an RPG protagonist.
Yep. That's the opening with these. It's kind of like a bit of a cold open in that like you see the tail end of this mission. We don't know right away that it's gonna come back later, which it comes back later. But after that whole sequence, Sonny Chiba goes to his boss to get another mission, and he meets with some other folks. And long story short, there is this heiress, to this
oil heiress,
big giant oil empire who
I think it said like the largest oil company in Japan or something like that.
Yeah. By the way, we gotta not forget I'm
second largest in the world or something.
I only need to bring this up because it's happening on screen. I gotta make sure we don't forget it because I don't think Wikipedia's gonna mention it. We get a little bit of some flashbacks to Sonny Chiba's childhood. And like,
oh yeah, it's in black and white. Don't worry, it's in the sequel too.
It's the X-Men.
That's the first thing I said. Was like it's the beginning of X-Men.
Yeah, no, it's like it legit like is filmed and looks
during. Yeah.
Well,
it's both. They both take place during World War II, don't they? Like.
Yes, they do. Yeah. So
yeah. He's getting like separated from his father or something. I don't remember.
His dad is getting like shot because he's a traitor or whatever. I just watched the scene
Right.
right in the background, and that is also quite violent because we see the dude's head like explode. Um,
It's true. They do it in all the violence in this movie is so heightened and like exploitative for no reason. It's like a it's honestly uh
it's
I'm
entertainment.
kindred spirits with this film.
Yeah,
I love just like a normal story, but the violence is so like over the top for no reason aside from it's just fun.
it borders on like kind of almost like gore horror or something. If you want to
Yeah.
put it in that
Yeah,
like
he's almost like a slasher villain a little
yeah
bit.
kung fu
He does
slasher.
because like I when I think of this movie and the sequel, I think about all the kills.
Yeah,
All the crazy gory kills that he does.
yeah, no, definitely has that slasher element in there for sure. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so yeah, this oil heiress is just inherited a bunch of money because her father died, and these criminals are trying to hire Sonny Chiba to kidnap her.
Hmm.
And long story short, the price that he demands is too high, and they're like, no, fuck you. And they try to kill him. They're unsuccessful in trying to kill him because he's
Yep.
just that much of a badass.
Because he's the coolest guy ever.
Yep.
He's the
Um,
darkest Sith Lord in Japan.
the darkest Sith Lord. He goes back to his apartment and he's chilling with his goon, and then just a bunch of guys show up
Yep.
to his apartment. And talking just a little bit about the fight, the choreo, the beyond just the violence and stuff, like the fight scenes in this are super solid.
They are.
Sonny,
Oh, yeah,
you,
it's the reason you're there.
oh yeah, no, for sure. Like it's shot very well. The choreography, like the actual fight, like Sonny Chiba, like it's clear he's a great martial artist. Like all the stunt guys are doing a great job. I think my favorite thing about how Sonny Chiba fights, honestly, though, beyond like his face.
Yeah, that's honestly that is his defining characteristic as an actor from what I've seen in these two movies is he is doing so much with his face to
He,
so like like I was saying when we were watching, like I don't want to be in a fight with this guy just because I'd be too fucking scared to get anywhere near him. He's just a scary dude.
yeah, no, he
He's
makes
like making these crazy like he'll do this thing where he'll like tense up his shoulders and his face gets all fucking crazy intense and it's
his
just like I need to
eyes get
not be
gigantic.
I need to get far away from this guy. I don't know what he's gonna do, but it's gonna be bad.
Yeah. The way his mouth moves all the way, like he'll curl
Yep.
up when he's like strangling somebody. Like it kind of reminds me a bit of you know what the vibe Anton Chigurh, fucking No Country for
Yeah.
Old Men, almost like when he's
Yeah.
killing somebody and you see how much he enjoy. Like you see joy and like just
Yep.
this weird like intensity.
He's a clear like sadist and he's really yeah.
Yeah,
He's enjoying how like scared he's making people.
no, he's a
He's
great
a
performer.
really
And
scary dude. He's a cool character, I gotta say.
I want to mention this now as far as like I was looking at a bit of I couldn't find a whole lot of behind the scenes stuff like in terms of, I try to look at like video essays and stuff as my biggest thing going into this. I got a lot of info about District 9 by the way for later. Like District 9 there's some tea, but there isn't a whole lot about this out in the world beyond
No,
the fact that
without it.
this movie was kind of made a bit out of the thing of like, so Sonny Chiba had met Bruce Lee through mutual friends about a year before Bruce Lee's death, and they were talking about working on a movie together where Bruce Lee was going to be the protagonist and Sonny Chiba was going to be the villain.
Oh man.
Which would have been so
That would have been fucking cool. That would have been perfect.
that would have been so fucking awesome. But as many a Bruce Lee like there's a lot of like early plans, early ideas of like things that Bruce Lee was going to do before he died. But you know,
Yeah.
the tragedy that was that.
But then he died.
Sorry, I'm trying to get more comfortable. My leg was in a uncomfortable. My setup is a little fucked right now. There we
You're
go.
good.
But yeah. So basically, they had to kind of postpone that project. Bruce Lee passed away. And basically, yeah. So Toho, inspired by the success of Enter the Dragon, which I believe was released like right after Bruce's death, or right before, they created the Street Fighter kind of as a direct response to Enter the Dragon. Of like, we're gonna bring in our like, and Sonny kind of
Imagine
like,
that, but fucked up.
yeah, promoting Sonny as like he's like the anti Bruce Lee. Like that was
He
kind of how
kind
they
of
were.
is, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, he's clearly not he's clearly not there like physically, Like he's really good,
You can't be
but
that
it's really
ruthless.
all the face and the menace that he brings to the screen. That,
Yeah, he
like
does not have hero energy for sure.
no, I mean yeah, he's you know he's clearly like a skilled martial artist and everything, but
Hmm.
he's not Bruce Lee because no one was Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
He's not even
Um.
really like a Jackie Chan, but
But
he is scary as fuck.
back to the movie. Yeah. So the goons show up to his apartment. He fucking kills all of them.
In
um.
violent, horrible ways.
In violent, horrible ways. And
The
then
good stuff's for later, though.
yes. um. And then after what's it called? After the gangsters try to kill him at the apartment and they fail, he rolls up to the dojo of. So
Yeah.
the heiress is hiding at the dojo, and I'm kind of putting this more together now, reading the Wikipedia. Her uncle is the dojo master.
The one good guy in the movie.
The one good guy in the movie, the dojo, the head of the dojo, this larger fella, larger.
Yep.
I say that, but like he's a badass. He fucking like
He fucks people up
he
too.
he-
He's really good.
yeah, he's good. Fat man kung fu. But
Yep.
basically, so this the leader of this dojo is the uncle of the oil heiress.
Yep.
Blossom. Okay. He's the uncle of the oil heiress. And he busts in there like no. I thought like at first he's kind of scoping the place out, and at first you think
Yeah.
that like oh is he trying to like be stealthy? He just busts in.
He just runs upstairs.
He's beating people up on the way there. Goes right
Yeah.
to where she's
And he just grabs this poor woman
you know.
and like just assaults her in front of like not like violently, but he's I don't even know the word for it. He's like holding her against the wall. He's like
Well,
invading her personal space.
Well, he grabs her and is like basically being like, "Hey, like, I got
Look
hired."
Yeah, he's like, if I could do this, anybody could do
guys are
this.
secure-
But I'm not gonna not be creepy about it though.
I'm still a fucking freak.
Yeah.
But basically, he comes in. He's like, "Listen, I got through all your shit, all your defenses. I was hired to kill her, and I didn't do it. So y'all should hire me to protect her. You have to be her bodyguard."
Yeah, and then they're like, "Yeah, but we should have a fight scene about it."
But and as part of that though, he says like, if I challenge the head of the dojo, uncle here, and if I beat him, then
But he fights like the whole dojo first, doesn't he?
He fights the whole dojo first, then he fights the master.
Yeah,
And it's
pretty long scene.
Speaking of Bruce Lee, it definitely after learning about like a little bit of like the Bruce Lee origins of this movie,
You can see the influences.
this scene is totally that fist the Fist of
Yeah.
Fury fight scene.
The dark version of that.
The
Yeah.
evil version of the dojo fight scene. My headphones keep getting fucked up. Okay, what's it called? You can't use kidnap. Well, ultimately offers to protect despite yeah. So
Yeah, no, he has a fight scene with like the whole dojo and he fucks him up,
yeah,
and then he has a cool fight scene with the
with
the
master.
sensei. Yeah,
And Wikipedia here says that he fights him to a standstill. I kind of remember the sensei kind of winning, honestly.
yeah. I think
Kinda-
I think he had him down on the floor, didn't he?
Yep, he has him down
At
on
the
the
end of it?
floor. And then this is the thing. So the master I'm reading the Wikipedia. The master
Recognizes him as the half Chinese son of a karate master.
he knew long ago, and that's when we get the X-Men black and white flashback.
Yep.
And what's it called? And I think that it
It's
seems
a
like
dark origin story like Magneto.
it seems like that's a part of why the kung fu master agrees to like recommends that he be her bodyguard. So ultimately, he offers to protect Sarai, the woman, and then she agrees despite her protest because she doesn't want him as a bodyguard. She's like, no, this
Yeah.
dude's a fucking freak.
No, I don't want this guy fucking 100 feet from anyone I care about.
Yeah, no,
He's scary as fuck. Yeah, no, and by the end she's like calling for him to come save her, but I feel like it wasn't really earned by that point.
yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my damn headphones.
He's a scary dude through and through from beginning to end. And I don't know why she the only reason she ends up trusting him and like wanting anything to do with him at the end is because there's like bigger threats.
Oh yeah, she doesn't want
She's scared of him.
She's scared of him, right? Like,
As is everyone else in the movie.
And I want to say, like, because the scene happened not too long ago, while I'm watching, like, when she tells him to fuck off, like, when she's like, no, he's this monster, there's a great shot of just, like, him looking up, and he just has this, like, creepy smile towards her, like, where...
He's just a scary guy.
he's a slimy bastard. Taxi Driver is like kind of the word. It is like such a he's such a villain.
Yeah, I mean, Travis Bickle doesn't see himself as a bad guy. I'm convinced this guy sees himself as a bad guy and just loves
This
it.
guy, he knows he's a bad guy, yeah, and he has fun with it for sure.
Yeah.
And this is the scene that's actually happening now as I'm following the preview. So we meet the Yakuza leaders, the gangsters, travel to Hong Kong to seek the help of the triad boss Dinsao, the dude with the badass robe, the old man gangster who I'm looking at right now on the TV.
Yeah,
and
the triad boss.
He's the triad boss, so it's him. It's kind of a trio of him and Stick and Sting, who Stick and Sting kind of work for him, the blind swordsman and
His two scary henchmen, Stick and Sting.
Yes, and this is when the opening mission comes back to play. So the guy that Sonny Chiba broke out of prison at the beginning of the movie works for these Yakuza guys. He comes to back to the Yakuza guys, and like he comes back home after being out of prison, and they take him down to basically. It's a little, how do I put it? It's a little bit of like, oh, you're back from out of prison. Here, pick one of these prostitutes. And,
yeah.
Kind of thing. Like, welcome home. And he sees his sister down there.
And then he's like, oh, fuck.
And he's like, what happened? And she tells him the whole bit. Like, yeah, the guy we paid to break you out, like, we
couldn't pay him, so.
So he sold me into, he killed our brother and sold me into sex slavery.
Yeah.
You know?
That's how it goes.
It's just so fucked up. I only laugh because, like, it's so fucked up, but it's, like, such a quick decision that he makes about it. And it's also, like, such a non-thing in his mind. When I say him, I mean Sonny Chiba.
Yeah.
And just as far as, like it's really, he does not give a shit about this.
No. He just thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah. But anyway, so the Stick, Sting, and the fucking triad guy and the guy who we broke out of prison at first, they are all being hired by the Yakuza to kidnap the heiress.
Yep.
And by proxy, the brother agrees to go on the mission because he's going to kill, Sonny Chiba,
yeah.
for obvious revenge. So, and it makes sense that this guy, if it was a different movie, this guy would be the main character.
Yeah, he's honestly kind of the protagonist. I mean, who knows why he was being put to death in the first place?
I don't think we ever find out.
I don't know if they said it at the beginning. I'm not sure.
It's kind of not important for the story, but like, yeah, as far as like he has all the reason to.
He was on death row, so I don't know. But
yeah, so maybe not a good guy.
Yeah.
Blossom is scaring me right now because like her head is like right up against the audio interface she's arresting. If she like moves the wrong way, she could fuck my
shit. She holds your life in her hands.
Yeah. But what was I saying? So yeah, no. So they're on the mission now. So now, and it's happening in the movie right now as I'm watching. Bring solo fighters, avenge his siblings. The gangsters torture Tsurugi Rakuda. Is there a scene? No, that's later. Sorry, I'm just reading.
Yeah.
Like, Wikipedia is kind of like skipping through. So then this section of the movie, and I'm watching it right now. They're tailing the heiress Tsurugi and his little henchman. They're in the car.
Yep.
His little henchman is chasing them. Let's see. Oh, we forgot. Oh, we haven't even seen it yet. I guess that happens later in the kind of the final. The final fights, but at some point, so the Yakuza guys, Stick and Sting, end up getting the heiress.
Yeah, they kidnap her in a pretty cool scene where they're cool and evil.
Yep. It's pretty crazy. They get her, and then I forget exactly how it happens, but Sonny I think he tortures one of the gangsters, finds the location of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they fucking grab the car with the construction vehicle. I'm watching that scene right now.
Oh yeah. It's a pretty cool scene. They like drop it off a really high ledge too.
Yes, they drop it off the bridge.
This man, by the way, is fucking indestructible between these two movies.
Yeah, that's true. Like
that would absolutely kill both of them. It kills his henchman. And they have like a Tears in the Rain moment where he's like, I'm sorry, boss, I've betrayed you.
Yeah,
and he's like, it's all right.
You did.
Yeah.
Yep, you did. See ya.
It's okay, buddy.
Yeah.
And then he leaves. He's all fucked up, but he leaves.
Damn. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah.
They just dropped
How
this
the hell
fucking.
do you live?
They dropped this fucking car off the bridge, homie.
One of the biggest, most expensive things in the movie.
Yep. But yeah, no. So they have their little tears in the rain moment, like you said. And then I think Tsurugi gets a hold of one of the gangsters, and they tell him where they're holding the heiress, and then we get we get the the only black character in the movie again.
Yep.
Like
Guess what he's here to do?
He's here to attempt to rape the heiress. But then Sonny Chiba rolls up through the fucking window, beats the shit out of the other guys, and then
rips his nuts off. Yep.
Rips his nuts off, and we see it.
He pulls them right off, like
Pulls
taffy.
him right off, bloody in his hand, and his face is crazy. For a
He's
second,
like, I pulled your nuts off.
Every time he pulls a few people's body parts off in this movie,
Yeah.
And whenever he's like holding flesh or whatever, you see him like look at it intensely for a minute.
Bloodlust.
In my brain, I'm like, he wants to lick it.
Yeah, he's like, this looks tasty.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I wouldn't be surprised. His henchman is doing his little crying scene right now.
Yeah, this was that was the big gross thing for the movie, but that is not my favorite thing. My favorite thing is still coming up.
Yeah. But what's it called? Yeah, they torture, reveal the location. Arrives before the gangster goes Sarugi saves Sarugi. Sarugi tells the gangsters where Sarai is. How do they get to the shipyard? Wikipedia is kind of skipping over. Like I remember.
Doesn't matter.
They save her.
Then she gets captured again.
She gets captured again.
Yeah, she gets captured like 3 times. That's why this plot is so hard to follow. It's just kind of recursive a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily matter.
She's like the football of the movie. She just keeps getting like taken and retaken and retaken.
Oh wait, I'm at the scene. I don't even remember how they get here, but remember he fights a big bald guy in the hallway. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the big bald Goro looking ass.
He fights the mini boss in the hallway. This hallway really doesn't matter. They were just kind of like, we need another fight scene here because this hallway is not an interesting environment. That's why I didn't remember this fight. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is the fight where I'm watching it right now, Joseph. I'm pretty sure this is where he gouges the dude's eyes out. I will let you know.
Okay. Keep me posted on that.
Wikipedia does not. The Wikipedia plot does not mention this fight whatsoever.
It's so non-important to the plot.
Oh no, he doesn't gouge his eyes out. He just fucking like
pokes him.
Fucking Three Stooges his eyes out.
Isn't there one guy that he just like pokes to death? Like he like pokes him in the forehead or something? That might be in the sequel.
Maybe.
Is that like he just like pokes through their skin and into their flesh and kills them?
I think that is part 2.
Yeah.
A lot of part 2 is.
No, wait, that's the end of this movie. Into the guy's throat.
Yeah, he rips the guy's throat out. That is how this one ends. But yeah, somehow I'm watching it. He makes it to the shipyard. He's investigating this office room right now.
Yeah.
There's Sarai.
The audience is waiting for the next fight scene, and the next fight scene is the big showdown, right? Between him and the guy that he sold his sister into slavery.
Well, no, first he fights Stick and Sting.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, he has a little bit of a fight. He has a fight scene with Sting, and he's trying to be quiet. Remember, he's trying to.
Yeah, because it's like a Ornstein and Smo fight. Like
exactly.
You gotta fight them both at the same time. Yeah, because like the blind guy is trying to find where he is in the arena.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good fight.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool fight. It's those I really like those assassin characters. I would definitely like this.
Big wacky characters.
Yeah.
But he kills them, doesn't he?
Yeah, kills them. And then Rakuda arrives to help, but dies by a samurai sword. What's it called? So yeah, Tsurugi. The gang's plan to force Sarai over. Oh yeah, that's I remember that the whole thing. Once the gangsters finally have her where they want her, their whole big plan is like for her to sign a document to like hand over, which is really funny to me because I feel like most of the time it's like, oh, we're gonna we're gonna hold her for ransom, but it's like, no, we need you to sign some paperwork.
Yeah, because like the whole movie, I was trying to figure out like what the fuck are they even gonna do with her once they get her? Like she's an oil heiress, but like are you gonna like hold her hostage? Or are you gonna like try to get her to
Get
like
her.
give you her money? But they're like signing over, they're forcing her to like sign over rights to her company, which I don't know if that will like hold up in
I,
court if she contests
exactly.
it, like she did it
She's
under
under
duress.
duress.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know if that works like that. Maybe they're just gonna kill her after. Who knows?
Maybe the laws are different in Japan.
Yeah, in Hong Kong or wherever. This
Yeah,
kind of
maybe
jumps
it's
back and forth a little bit if I remember correctly.
yeah, it's true. I think most of it is in Hong Kong. Yeah. But yep. So we get basically the final badass fight in the rain
Yep.
between him and the brother from the beginning.
Dude
And
kind of
it's
fucks him
just
up pretty good.
and yeah, he fucks him. It's a pretty equal fight.
Yeah. And
It
then
it
one
gets
of someone like shoots Sarugi in the back and the mob
yes.
boss is like, "No, you don't see." And then they start fighting.
The Yakuza Liga leader shoots Sarugi through Neji sacrificed herself. Oh yeah, so the sister who got stolen, she sacrifices herself. Like she's holding. Remember, she's holding Tsurugi down,
Right. Oh yeah.
and
Because
she's
they
like
had a
shoot him, shoot.
conversation before where he was like, "I know that she'd be fine dying if it meant you dying." Which
Yep,
is cool because I'd totally kill her if it meant killing you too. That's what
and
he
he,
does. He
which
shoots
is
through her to kill him because no one in this movie is a good person.
no, and then it doesn't work.
Nope. He rips out his throat. He lives, by the way. He's in the sequel, but he
Yep,
rips out his throat. Uh,
yep. They both get knocked out, and then like they're fighting kind of on the ground, and then yeah, it ends with him ripping out the dude's throat, and and then he stands up with a bullet hole in him and like a couple of knife wounds, and he's holding this dude's throat in his hand, and like, isn't he like screaming at the camera or
yeah,
something?
it's something like that. It's pretty
What?
wild.
He's like standing in the rain, and that's how the movie ends.
Yep.
And then the end of this movie says, "Come back for more and Return of the Street
Yep.
Fighter."
He will return in Avengers
the
Doomsday.
the X-Men will return in Avengers Doomsday. God, that fucking trailer. um, this is the era. Depending on when you're listening to this, I don't know. So like, if you listen to this a year from, like, this is a weird place to put this. I haven't said this on the podcast yet.
Yeah.
Like just in the middle of the Street Fighter review, I want folks to know at home. I don't think Avengers Doomsday is going to happen.
I hope it doesn't happen.
I think Avengers Doomsday
I
is
rolled
going to
my
be.
eyes so hard that I passed out watching that teaser trailer.
I think Avengers Doomsday is going to be a documentary 5 years from now about the failure that it's going to be like a Death of Superman Lives type situation. You know what I mean?
It'll
Where
be like
the
that.
real
Yeah.
the real Avengers Doomsday is going to be a documentary about how Avengers Doomsday couldn't happen.
It'll be that like Fitzgeraldo documentary or like that documentary about the making of the Island of Dr. Moreau movie. You
Mm-hmm.
ever seen that?
Yeah, I've not seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It'll be a giant fucking train wreck. And I hope it is because honestly
I,
like like any like artistic merit that Marvel had is just out the window when they chose to recast those two guys because they were
it
scared
got
they weren't making as much money.
it got Thanos snapped away.
Yeah,
Like
it did.
fucking into dust. I don't want to go
When
away.
they saw their diminishing returns.
Yeah, no, Marvel's just been on such a downward spiral. It's a thing where it's like what's it called? Um Avengers Doomsday. Like there have been 3 little teasers released, right?
Yeah.
And all 3 of these little teasers originally they were leaked, quote unquote, beforehand. I thought they were all AI. All 3 because there's 3 out. There's the Cap one, the Thor one, the X-Men one.
Yeah.
I thought all of them were fake.
Dude, the X-Men one was so fucking depressing. I gotta say.
And the thing is, all 3 of them like are they have all of them. I'm like they have nothing. Oh, the cool shot of the blind dude in the car is happening.
Hell yeah.
The car rolls up and he's like pointing his head up at the
Yeah,
headlights.
that's my favorite shot in the movie.
Fucking dope. It is a dope shot. I I think he's just a cool looking
Cool
character.
looking guy. Yeah. He looks like a
part
video
of it
game
is-
character or something.
Yeah, and there's Sting is there too. He's got his little throwing knife. He just killed somebody.
Yeah.
But
No, but yeah, let's get these fucking like 90-year-old men who were in some movies years ago. Let's just keep getting them to play the same characters. Like
is literally, I think Deadpool says in Deadpool Wolverine, they're gonna be have him playing Wolverine till he's 90.
till you're 90. Yeah. It's not even a joke.
It's not a joke now. It's real.
Logan was like I'm honestly it's the thing where like Logan died at the end of Logan and that was supposed to be the end of of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and then they were like,
So
money.
they gave him that Marvel money.
Yeah.
Well, Hugh Jackman had said, I remember there was some interview where he talked about he would only come back to play Wolverine if he got to fight the Hulk.
Well,
we'll see in Avengers.
I think he just said he wanted to be in the MCU, is what I heard.
Yeah,
Which
I don't
technically
know.
the Hulk is like, if you whatever.
I
The
think part of
rights
my
are.
problem with Doomsday is that there's too much that's supposed to happen. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking mess unless it's like
there's-
4 hours.
I mean, and even then, it'll probably still be.
They're gonna try to do. Here's my prediction. They're gonna try to do another Endgame, but they're not gonna have earned anything. So it's just gonna be like Justice League, where it's just hollow like fan service that like doesn't act. It just makes you roll your eyes and sigh.
Mm-hmm.
That's if it comes out, which I hope it doesn't.
Yeah, which I don't know. It's supposed to come out Christmas this year, man.
It
supposed to
feels
come
like
out-
it's still being written. What the hell?
Or I say December 18th, I think specifically is the date. Which from the trailers, I'm like, that's part of why I know, because like these official trailers are they have nothing.
Yeah, they feel like they were shot in like an afternoon. Yeah.
It really feels like you have nothing. I don't know. It's like I'm sure it's like a panic every day there.
Yeah, they've rewritten and panicked and redirected this movie like 8 times at this point.
The nuts are about to be ripped off. By the way, speaking of which, like I'm done with this Avengers.
Yeah, the nuts are about to get ripped off the MCU.
About the MCU, yeah, fucking, we're gonna rip Hulk's nuts off. His green nuts.
But yeah, no, that's how it ends. Is he rips the guy's throat out and he lives because he lives through everything.
Exactly, and then the movie ends with a little stinger a little title thing like, "Hey, come back for Return of the Street Fighter."
We already shot most of it. Come see it.
Yep, which literally
it's coming out like next week, bro.
You've seen most of it in this movie. Yeah, so it comes back. So that we did also watch Return of the Street Fighter, which is the sequel. This movie spawned 2 direct sequels: Return of the Street Fighter and I think the Street Fighter's Last Revenge.
Yeah.
And then there was a spin-off series called Sister Street Fighter. But Return of the Street Fighter is the one that we watched.
Return of the Street Fighter is about 30 minutes of original footage.
Yep.
Stretched to an hour 20 minutes with footage from the first movie.
Yeah, lots of footage.
Full scenes from the first movie.
This is one where it's like we really can't. We're not gonna have much to say. Like Wikipedia does not have the plot laid out.
Yeah.
Wikipedia just has a little premise.
I've got bad news. I don't really remember the plot very much. I remember it's a lot simpler than the first movie's plot.
Terry Segura. I mean, I think it's more complicated in a lamer way.
His name's Terry?
I think in the American dub they call him Terry.
This dude's name is Terry? This is the least Terry guy I've ever seen.
Well, in the English dub, he's Terry.
Yeah, bad choice.
Bad name. Takes on the Yakuza family as they are embezzling money from charities to finance this. I don't even remember any of that shit. I think the things that
are, by the way, my favorite thing that happens at the end of the first movie is the X-ray head cracking scene.
Yes, I forgot about that.
What the fuck? Why is this not in like more movies?
So yeah, it's a little.
It's the Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
He punches this dude in the head, and then they cut to like a fucking inverted color rubber skull that punches.
Like weird exposure, like blue on blue.
It caves in, and then it goes back to the footage of the real dude.
Match. Yeah, and he's got his head
he's got
split
blood
open.
gushing.
It's genius. It's so dumb, but I love it. I want it to be in way more movies. I don't know why there's not more Sniper Elite X-ray shots.
Even down to the fact of like, I think that's something that like a lot of these
it came out of nowhere too.
A lot of martial arts filmmakers do in terms of like timing. I've seen Jackie Chan talk a lot about this in his movies, where it's like how when for example, if someone's gonna punch someone, Jackie, there's a shot in police in Drunken Master 2 that he talks about where somebody gets punched really hard in the face, and you show that from a wide, right? And I think the instinct that American filmmaker, he talks about like in an American film, you'd have the wide shot of the fist going to the face, and then right before it hits the face, you'd get the close up of it hitting the face, right?
Yeah.
And Jackie says that like that reduces the power of the punch. So what you do is you show the punch from the wide, right?
Mhm.
Like you see the whole thing, you can see the whole motion, and then you cut in close, but you show the punch again,
Yeah.
right? And that's something that they do in this X-ray scene too. Is that you see the
It's a flash
impact
cut.
twice,
Yeah.
right? And what it does, showing it, even though you show it twice, your mind, the viewer, kind of like blends it. You know that you're seeing the same thing, but you get to blend it into one.
Yep.
And it makes it all that more impactful. And Jackie has talked about, like, he said that, like, American filmmakers, like editors, they don't want to do it because even technically it's like they care more about continuity because, like, why would we show the same punch twice?
It's important, damn
thing.
it.
It's important. It's like it's a stylistic like
impact.
thing, like impact. Like I totally get it as far as like the feeling that you get, the reaction from the audience is more important than like it being technically correct.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Know?
But no, that was sick as fuck. It's weird that it's not in more movies because it works so well. I don't know. I think it's really. I think it was really funny. It came out of nowhere. It's weird. It's weird, and it's also weird that this was inspiration for Street Fighter, but that's a feature that's in Mortal Kombat.
Definitely big Mortal Kombat vibes.
Yep.
What's it called? So yeah, Return to the Street Fighter. There really won't be much to talk about. I think another thing is that he has a new henchman.
It's a girl now.
It's a girl. It's a young woman who their relationship.
It's the same exact shit where it's like, I can't believe you saved me from the gutter, and now I owe you my life. You saved me off screen just like you did that other guy.
Their relationship really doesn't make sense and it's a thing too where it's like part of it is I don't know if his character in this movie does not display as much of his creepiness.
No.
Which in a
they
weird
dial
way
it back a little bit, yeah.
They dial back his creepiness, but it's a thing where it's like that's his character. Like he's supposed to be
let him
like
be
this,
creepy,
like,
yeah. He's supposed to be a villain.
This creepy fuck. And it's a thing too where it's like I mentioned this while we were watching it. It's like this would be fucked up. Obviously it'd be bad, but it's like it would make sense that he would be like a creep on this young like if it was like a fucked up Harley Quinn Joker situation.
Yeah, where he just like takes advantage of her, yeah.
Like an abusive relationship, like yeah, that'd be awful, but it would make sense for this character. And I also think you could like make an interesting storyline out of that too.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really acknowledge her. And I also think there's a thing where it's like she seems like she's into him a little bit too, but he like literally just like I don't know. It's such a weird relationship they have. Like it's a non-relationship from his side.
It is weird. It's weird. It's one directional. It's weird that she's even here. To be honest, she doesn't really add much because he doesn't acknowledge her. It's honestly just like, well, he had a henchman in the first one, so he just needs someone like to talk to or to talk to him.
Yeah, someone to exposit some. Some exposition too. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not just walking around quietly.
Yeah. And then, like we had mentioned earlier, a lot of this movie is that when they reference things that happened in the first film or like certain things, we get flashbacks to the first film, and whenever we do, they're in black and white, and they're long. Like we see the full. They mention him fighting the uncle in the first film,
and we see the whole fucking thing.
We see the whole ass fight in black and white.
Yep.
We also get the whole ass end fight from the first movie in black and white too.
Yep.
There's a lot, like honestly,
yeah, they really stretched it. They finished shooting and then they were like, "Shit, we have 45 minutes of footage."
Yeah. And then even then, the original, I think if I remember correctly, this movie opens with a pretty strong fight. I remember like they're in some building.
Yeah.
He's in the middle of like some other mission, and like he's like throwing people through walls and shit, and it's like a pretty good. Actually, I remember us saying like, "Ooh, I think this is gonna be just as good as the first."
Yeah.
And then nothing. I think there's a lot of like businessmen talking in rooms for a while.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot that he's not even in this movie, and then like he shows up, and you're like, "Oh shit! Oh yeah." Evil bad guy. Yeah, they really. It's weird because these movies came out like right after each other,
2
right?
months.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I'm sorry to say, I can't find like Wikipedia at least, and I couldn't find much info about like why.
It's just just watch the first one.
Yeah, just watch the first one. No need to watch the second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want. I know Arrow. Shout Factory looks like has a box set of these movies. When Shout Factory 3, Street Fighter. I own. So I do own these movies on DVD.
Mm-hmm.
But they're in. it's like one of them shitty like 10 martial arts movies in one
Oh
box.
yeah, the Walmart bargain bin.
Yeah, one of those kind of it's on there, which I'm glad to have.
Yeah.
But there's no special features whatsoever. But yeah, the Street Fighter collection, Arrow Video. So there's probably some special features on there that could. Okay, that's not bad. 3 movies, $21.
Oh shit! The cover has him doing the
Oh,
X-ray thing.
That's pretty fucking sick cover, actually.
That's cool
folks,
as fuck.
Folks at home, just look up the Street Fighter collection on Amazon.
That's
And,
so
yeah,
cool.
okay.
All right, I guess that is a pretty popular. Yeah, if they're using it for the cover.
Some use covers. Okay, so like maybe down the line I will buy this box set and I will watch the behind the scenes and then I will know. Ooh, they also have a Sonny Chiba collection.
That's pretty
wow.
cool.
Gee golly! Oh, what the fuck? He has a beard. Okay, Sonny Chiba will return in Avengers Endgame. we will talk about more because I have a Arrow Video box that I got from Bull Moose just randomly. It's the Executioners is the name of the movie.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them, Executioner 1 and 2, and there's Sonny Chiba. I haven't watched them yet. So down the line,
Sick. Yeah.
this is not the last time we will talk about Sonny Chiba. But yeah, but as far as this movie goes, I think the biggest thing that disappointed me is like the actual end fight because they build up to an end fight, and I remember rewatching like, oh, it's gonna be cool. It is so dark.
Yep. Can't even
lit.
fucking see it. Yeah, it's shot like a. It's shot like it was.
Requiem.
Yeah, shot like a Bourne movie.
Yeah.
It's
super shaky cam.
shaky handheld cam, underlit. I think we watched it and we were both like, I kind of see the vision of like what they were trying to do, but in practice it's awful.
It just super doesn't work.
Yeah, it's bad end scene for not a very good movie, to be honest.
Yeah, for a very boring, forgettable movie. And like I said, I can't even we watched it. Actually, no, I think it's part of it. We watched it together, and we were like really talking over a lot of this movie.
Yeah, well, because most of it, like so much of it, was just the first movie, and then people talking in rooms.
Yeah. No. So, yeah. Return of the Street Fighter. Watch the first one.
Yep.
The first one's great. Oh, we didn't even mention his, which I know because I was about to ask you your prop. We didn't even mention he has these pretty fucking badass bracers.
He's got the Batman bracers.
Literally the Robert Pattinson Batman bracers.
Yeah.
And it's a reveal later on. It's cool because it's literally like one of the last fight scenes where you see him use it. And like there are little knives in the gauntlets.
Yeah,
like
it's
little
pretty
throwing
cool.
knives. It's a cool little reveal where he pulls it out and throws it at the dude. And I'm assuming that's I was gonna ask your prop. I'm assuming that's your prop.
So if you want them, you can have them because I do have a safe backup. That I honestly didn't even remember the gauntlets, but the gauntlets are cooler than my thing. I was gonna say, yeah, the gauntlets. If you want the gauntlets, you can have them. I did have a backup. I'll tell you what it is after though. But I guess I'll just say I'll take the gauntlets because they're cool. They got the removable knives.
Mm-hmm.
They're like armor pieces you can remove and utilize. It's sick. It's just a cool video game-esque thing to have.
I'm changing my answer last minute just because I see it now. I want a Styx cane sword.
That's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool pick. My backup was the nuts.
The nuts.
And I was gonna have it like in like a jar of like acrylic or something.
Ripped out in a pickle jar.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny. My backup, but my original prop from this was gonna be his belt. He's got a pretty fucking sick belt.
That's a cool belt. Yeah.
That's got that. Here's the thing though, that one require gotta make a show. Gotta lose the Betty to wear the belt. But yeah, my initial then is I'm gonna stick with the cane sword though.
It's cool pick.
Yep.
Styx cane sword.
Indeed. Yeah, and that was the Street Fighter, Return to the Street Fighter. Like I said, this is all of our Planet of the Apes episodes. We talked for like fucking 2.5 hours. We've been talking for about an hour on this one, which is like I wanted this little martial arts break.
Yeah, this is just a little baby one.
Yeah. For folks, a little simpler one. Definitely check this movie out. Like I said, as far as like I will put in there like as far as like a sexual assault warning, as far as like that is, you do not see it, but it's heavily you see the lead up. It's heavily alluded to. It is definitely like a factor in this movie, so if that is something that you're particularly sensitive to. Might not be the right kind of watch for you, but like otherwise, like it's a very entertaining film. Definitely recommend it. Check it out on Tubi. Tubi fucking sponsor us. Yeah, and that's this episode. How do you feel about District 9, Joseph?
Like recording District 9 tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, cool. Rock and roll. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this part. The next, if you listen to a District 9 episode coming up, you'll know that we recorded it right after this. And damn, I don't have the disc in the player. I have Elysium in the player for
damn
background. I'll find I'll find a YouTube video to put on in the background for. But anyway, but yeah, folks, thank you so much for listening. Please check us out. Midnight Movie Gang podcast on YouTube. Go to midnightmoviegang.com. Check out the website. You can listen on there. Check out the Etsy stores. All sorts of stuff you can check out. We're back, baby. It's 2026 coming in. Midnight. Stay tuned for. We're gonna do some midnight movie game. Some retro gaming is coming soon. I want to start with the I think I want to start with Alien Resurrection on PS1. The game.
Oh, sick! Hell yeah!
Is what I think I want to start with. So yeah, so stay tuned for that.
It's brutally difficult.
I'm excited. So yeah, folks, stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for listening again, and bye.
Bye.
So, here we go. It was filled with child expectations and complexes which the police are searching for James Thomas, believed to be the lover of Miss Williams, and her partner in the horrible murder of Walter. Where's everybody that I hear them all go? Oh, please tell me where they've gone. Please tell me. Sorry, I don't know. How long is it? How could I got in here? 3 tickets to Albany on 6 o'clock train tonight. What do you think? Special agent.